No, Blue Moon is actually super slept on. I've talked to quite a few people about this Soul Jade, even before they changed it. So now, with the Soul Jade change, they've split it up into two. There is one Blue Moon that is just a base Soul Jade that changes your... I think it's... I'm not 100% sure. It's one of the two. It's either your horizontal blue focus on the 1, 2, 3, or it's the vertical. And then the other Soul Jade that you can get, which is Blue Moon 2, essentially, it changes the other 1, 2, 3 blue focus, but it also gives you that silence. It gives you that extra effect when you use it, but it only has 2 charges. So it's a commodity, essentially. But here we are. Oh my lord. Wang Liang taking a considerable amount of damage from Mike. Mike with the scale rushes from that purple pulse sword doing a considerable amount of damage. Wang Liang trying to stay airborne, trying to stay on the moon as best he can. It's a rather difficult situation, but this is the kind of terrain that you can do exactly that. This is one of those spots that you can potentially just kite for days, continuously loop people around the building, around these towers, and you're able to stay on the move. But Wang Liang, he's kind of stuck. He was forced to use this mech. He's forced down into this tunnel. Is not the best situation that he wants to be in, but he manages to use those rocket boosters and jump on up to this roof. But Mike, he's an absolute menace right now. The Venom Tip, along with the Barb Bolt Soul Jade, is cooking Wang Liang's health bar, but it's not enough to leave him with very little to deal with. He still has a considerable amount of effective health to work with for the moment, and he's on the move. He is cooking. He is moving the fancy feet. He's trying to stay out of sight, out of mind, but none of these players are looking to let him disengage.
Look at the movement coming through, though. The scale rush is being able to come from inside of that section and goes out towards the wall. Sees a player near the top of the roof and obviously is able to ricochet and keep that movement speed going here, making it so impossible for anyone to try to catch up to him, though. Huge hit coming in from the pole sword, though, onto Wang Liang, as Wang Liang does get caught in a tough situation here. That pole sword, a very dangerous and really powerful weapon here. Probably, I think, some of the most damage that you've seen so far here, as it looks like he's going to pop the ulti as well, and he decides to dip out. The timing of that couldn't be any better towards that circle. Wang Liang gets a beautiful parry to shut him down, but he ends up getting caught off the bag, and Action is able to capture his first elimination into this game number 1. I know that definitely has to feel good, finally being able to succeed and successfully get 1 elimination. Sometimes all you need is 1 to really get it popping, as now we see JD Jing atop here. He sadly has no eliminations, and so does Gigi Shaw as well here, while everybody else has at least 1 elimination from Frostivus to Action. Unique also with 0 eliminations as well into this phase, but 5 still leading up. It's the most eliminations so far for some of these players here, and for some player like AOW's Mike, I mean, I can imagine he could potentially double this, as now we're going to see the circle slowly start to close in here. Action trying to see not to get caught up here, as he's going to pop his last shield here. Or not his last shield, but at least a shield into this last fight here, as it looks like we're going to slowly start to close it in, as he's hanging off the side here. Never giving anybody their free opportunities. Same with Frostivus here, as it looks like everybody's going to be scaling, rushing it up top here. JDG's thing on the inside here. Unique down at the bottom. Mike trying to see if he can capture it with Frostivus. Frostivus hits the F key, decides to go for the separation here. Takes the time not to be able to get that hit as well, as he has to be careful here. As it looks like AOW's Mike is on the back stretch. And it looks like they're both...
it looks as though Mike may not have noticed Akuma here. This is a rather funny situation. They're literally in the sliver of the zone. He's in the bush. He's crouched in the bush. Akuma is not visible for the moment. It looks as though Mike just didn't manage to check it. He doesn't... Unless he's deliberately let him stay there because he just doesn't want the smoke. He knows that he has 5 kills.
He definitely does not want Mike to know that he's there. I wouldn't want Mike to know that. I don't think
either of want either of them to know that they know.
No, sir.
It's a gentleman's agreement for the moment. Mike, he's chilling. He is vibing. He's got those 5 eliminations. He's got that gold armor. He's got a lot of health to work with. This is his game. If he can come into the first game and get a huge point game for himself, it will solidify a considerable lead, considering that he already had almost 20 points coming into today. But oh my lord, talking about considerable, hey, that's a considerable amount of damage, and Mike managing to come in with that fan vertical blue, stealing away the kill, taking him up to 6 eliminations in the first game. A Unique still holding strong at the top of this roof. Pandaman, he's taking initiative now. He's grappling up with that staff. He's trying to make something happen. He's trying to stay on the move so that he doesn't get immediately lobbied by all of these players, but we have 7 players left alive in this final zone. Shah running around with that pole sword. Oh, Hardy's ultimates have now been popped. himself. Frostabus flying in down below, trying to do as much damage as he can. Banana pops the ult, he's popped that F, he's trying to do the fire damage, he's trying to get the punch, he's trying to do all he can, he can't manage to do it, there he gets taken down. Mike with the blistering edge, he's coming in, he's doing so much damage. The poison splash as well, Unique takes it home, he takes the first place, but I think we all know who's coming in with that MVP, and that's gonna be AOW's Mike, with so many eliminations to his name in the first game, ladies and gentlemen.